Derby Caribbean Carnival.
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 George Mighty, my name is, chairman of the Derby West Indian Community Association.
My name is Nesreen Hudson. I'm with the Derby West Indian Community Association, but I'm on the planning committee of the Derby Caribbean Carnival.
Lloyd Newby.
And what do they know you as commonly known? AK?
Slim. AK number name is Slim.
Right.
May Gordon.
And people commonly know you as?
Miss May, Auntie May.
All right.
Slater. I'm the treasurer of the West Indian Centre and also one of the organisers of Derby Caribbean Carnival.
I'm Angela Mighty, secretary of the Derby West Indian Community Association.
Name?
Chris Walker, one of the head marshals.
Okay.
Good. My name is Michael Emery. I am one of the head marshals for the Derby Caribbean Carnival.
Do you get involved in Carnival?
Well, I got involved at the very inception in 1975 when Mr. Walters, Ricky Walters, was chair of the organization. It was his idea, really, for us to have something that we can, as a group, identify with as part of our culture within Derby. And because we felt that we weren't represented, we didn't have anything to show, and Carnival was one of the best ways to do that.
Many years ago, through the association, Association 75, but Carnival itself was about in the early 80s when we started to get involved.
80s.
And can you remember what you was doing when you got involved in the Carnival?
We were cooking, you know.
All right.
Cooking. Was cooking before the carnival, and then the carnival we have to cook for all these people coming from out of town and things like that.
Kids were about 6 when they first joined the troupe. My wife at the time, she was running summer school at the West Indian Centre. So that's how they first got involved. And I used to just follow the troupe through watching the kids dance and feeling proud like you do as a dad.
I first got involved in Carnival maybe late 70s, but well, going to Carnival, but actually getting involved in Carnival probably Focus 86.
Ooh. I'd say about 22 years ago.
Wow.
So, from my daughter was little.
I was
So I
thinking
sort
that.
of used my daughter's birthday to get around that, yeah.
That's going to be a question here. You're going back, you're possibly around about 20 plus odd years. I'm going to say around about end of the 90s. My son was 6. That's when I can remember being asked to go into it. My friend from I played football at the time, asked me to just say, oh, you've got time on your hands, come down and come and be a marshal. And I thought, well, I don't want to be a marshal. You know what I mean? And it's like, So let me give it a go then. I've got the legs, you can walk. So I did that, and I enjoyed it.
What inspired you to get involved in Carnival?
Well, inspired me as part of the Derby West Indian Association development, and as chairman I was an integral part of that planning and development.
The carnival is a big thing for the Caribbean community, and just to be involved, just to help, one little thing, just make people feel happy and have a nice time, is a perfect thing to do. I look forward to the carnival every year.
I like Carnival because of the music. Really was sort of the hardcore music, which was, at that time I think it was rocksteady. And I like rocksteady music better than reggae music, so, and it played there. And when we meet the group of people, as in Afro-Caribbean, meet together and we can chat and say who is that and who is that and who is that. I like that behavior, the group that meet. Yeah, they were quite interested and I enjoyed it.
It's very colourful, very lively, you know, it's de-stressing. You know, you have a lot of fun in Carnival. You can forget all your troubles and your worries for that day and just let your hair down.
What do you like about Derby Caribbean Carnival?
I just like the carnival. It's part of our culture. It's part of our culture, and being part of that and watching the youngsters coming through and growing with the carnival. As my youngest daughter, she's grown with the carnival. She's also been a teacher, teaching the youngsters to dance, and even her child now was in the carnival before lockdown.
Encourages everyone, all groups, whatever nationality you are. It's very diverse. It involves everyone. I remember one year, I think we had Irish dancers who took part. We had a marching band one year that led the carnival. You know, and we've had steel pans on the carnival. You know, it's been amazing.
It's let everybody happy. You know, they go out and they enjoy it, especially the little kids them, they look forward to it. You know, look forward to it, and they're happy on the day when they, you know, and they always prepare, make sure they eat something before they go out, look after them, you know. Yeah.
And we give them
People, as you all know, it's part of our heritage. Whether you're Brazilian, whether you're Colombian, whether you're black, whatever, white, anything. If you're into music and you're into that sort of thing, it's what we do. I'm proud to be part of it. I like it. It's great.
The Caribbean Carnival, what I like about it over the years, that we had no violence. You know, we never one time have to say, go and get the police, or behave yourself, or don't do this, or don't do that. I like the good behavior of it, and I like meeting people as well. And I meet some people there at Carnival who I would have never known they exist. And some information I get from them during Carnival by asking one question, you know, who are you, where you come from in Jamaica, you know, what do you do, where you living in England and all that. All that type of information I gathered on that day and know a lot about you, including your phone number.
You said the challenges that you face in Carnival each year.
I guess the biggest challenge is getting people involved, because we always need volunteers and we never seem to have enough volunteers. So that's a big challenge. Then of course there's the infrastructure cost, getting people to, like, the city council involved and the other external bodies, because everything costs money. So the biggest challenge, I guess, is funding.
Challenges is time, because as I say, it's volunteer, and when you work full time and then trying to organise, trying to get things in place, and that's a major challenge. Yeah, like people don't realise getting the change from the bank, and when you finish at 4 or 3 on a Friday, try and get to the bank to get enough change for all the stores, not all the stores, but majority, so that we don't run out of change on the day, because that's the worst thing, not having the change, and just make sure everything goes all right. And the weather as well. Yeah, the weather play a major part.
The biggest challenge is getting everything moving at the same time, getting people listening to what you're saying, trying to move as one. That's the main thing, and people letting us know if there's issues so we can deal with it before it gets out of hand, and just trying to make it run smooth as possible.
What message do you wish to pass on to future generations entering the carnival world?
Apart from the fact that carnival, I consider, is the basis of black arts, which is what we should be interested in. It is also good for mental health. It's an enjoyment. It's one of the entertainment that have a lot of values.
I think they should enter the carnival world. There's a lot of things there to be learned. You learn the jargon, you learn the accent of people, you know where people come from in other West Indian islands, and we can talk. And back to the same thing as I said earlier on, we could ask them questions, you know, who you are, where do you work, what do you do? And sometimes we find out we're family and didn't even know by talking. So the more we talk, the more we get used to it. And I like meeting West Indian. I like meeting people personally. And in the carnival, I meet a lot of them in different categories where they come from, what they're doing, who they are, what they do. And I like that type of talk, unity.
Take part, be a part of it. You know, whether you could be 70 plus years old or you could be 6 years plus. Just, you know, I tell you, you've asked that question as well, you know, about that. When you go back, you look at the Derby community, we had the pear tree, we've got the Boys Brigade as an example. You had the kids coming through that. You got West Indian Centre, the parents that bring the kids, and everybody want the kids to get involved. It's the same thing. You know, once you get involved, and the kids, they look forward to it. The parents look forward to it, and as a community, everybody looks forward to it.
Carnival is skill building. You learn new skills that is transferable. You meet new people, new ideas, exchange of ideas. You know, it's fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I would encourage young people to take part.
Say to them, keep on going with the carnival. It's very good. It's very good, especially the little young ones. Them, you know, they go out and they enjoy it.
I would say it's great to volunteer, and it's really a good way of giving back to the community. So I'd encourage people to come on board, volunteer, be not just carnival, but just as a whole, be a volunteer for, you know, be a volunteer for your community. But I think that the challenge is getting people to volunteer. That's a massive challenge for us.
They should try it. Try, you know, put something back in the community, keep our heritage alive. You know, don't just come and do it in one day. It's an all year thing, because once it's finished, we start planning again. And we need the young people to come on board, because we're all getting on now. We won't be here forever, but we need them to come on board now to learn the ropes so that they can take over.
Jamaica tell on this and not a dread party. Cholanda got me saying that hope you're feeling irate. Jamaica tell you say that hope you're feeling irate. Go watch a